Hello everybody, Rob Tui here. I'm going to be doing a short video, sort of an update on the coding packages. For those of you that are using the coding packages, probably this information won't be new, but if you're new to Fantasy Grounds or if you haven't used them for a while, there might be a couple new things. So let's get into it. I'm going to make a character today. I'm not going to make a full character, so I'm going to try to keep the video as short as I can, but I am going to do enough of it so that we can show how the coding packs work. What I have open here in the library is, of course, the player's handbook, but I also have the 4 basic coding packages, the class features, the feats, the race traits, and the spells. And then I also have the background and class equipment bundles to show the quick way that you can build your inventory. These coding packages are available on the DM's Guild, and of course, the links will be in the description below. I'll put the single items as links, but if you click on any one of them, you can buy the package for a discount by scrolling down the DM's Guild page to the bottom where the packages are and doing that. So it's up to you. First, we need to get some of this information, the class, the background, and the race, into the character. So let's start with class. I will open the classes, and we're going to build a wizard. So let's do that. Boom. Doesn't really matter what we pick because we're just doing an example test dude, if you will. So background, let's do gladiator, because, wizards are gladiators. That makes sense. And then for race, let's do some kind of exotic. Well, let's do dragonborn. Fun. We'll just see what happens with that. So although the only character to get a feat at first level is a human, I am going to give the character a feat because I want to be able to show you an example. So let's do feats. Let's do, boy, I'm trying to think just off the top of my head what, Savage Attacker. Let's do that. It's something that might have a code. Okay, so let's go to the Abilities tab. And what I do is I just open, I think we can close this now. I open all the abilities, whatever's here, I just open all the links so that I can see what I'm dealing with. And then I bounce right over to the Actions tab. And this is where you start to put in the codes. Now, you might always hear me refer to the codings as spell codings generically. The reason I might do that is even though the code might be a feat or a race trait or a class feature or a spell, they're all housed in the spells list, right? So they're all in the spells box here. And I was searching earlier. Let me just get out of that. And so there you go. Whoops. There we go. So Savage Attacker. Now, one way you can do it is if you know where it is, you can, there's 37 pages of code, so you're probably not going to find it any better way than just searching for it. So there is a code for Savage Attacker, so let's grab that. Now, anything you put here is going to be dropped into the spells category. What I like to do is recategorize it for what it is. So I will say that this is a feat, and Savage Attacker, roll melee damage once, re-roll melee damage once per turn. Okay, so that's just a note. That's actually not going to be a code that does anything automated, but it's just a code that will be put on your character as a reminder. So you'll always know you have Savage Attacker, re-roll melee damage once per turn. And what that, once per turn when you roll damage for a melee weapon, you can re-roll the weapon's damage and use either total. Oh, wow. Savage Attacker. I should get that for my characters. All right, so that's done. And we'll just minimize that so it looks nice. Arcane Recovery. I know there's a code for that. And I think Arcane Recovery is just a counter. So, again, I'm going to recategorize that as Wizard. You can organize these any way you see fit. I think this is the best way to do it, is to put in the category, what is it, right? So when you level up, maybe you can have more feats. Maybe you can have more wizard characteristics. And they'll all just be kind of put together here. So Arcane Recovery obviously doesn't have a code, but it does have a counter. So when you're in combat mode and you take a short rest, you use Arcane Recovery, you click it, it's gone. And it doesn't come back until the rest, right? So I'll put it back here, but it doesn't come back until you take a rest. And there's the code for that, so that's done. By popular demand is a completely role-playing thing, so that won't have a code, so we don't need to worry about that. Spellcasting, we're going to kind of put over to the side here because we're going to do that sort of last. Breath weapon. Okay, so we know that that has a code. Dragonborn breath weapon. So again, I'm going to reclassify this as Dragonborn. So as you level up, anything that is from your race can be put here in the Dragonborn section. Sometimes when that colon makes it sort of put a phantom thing, I always just erase that, and I don't know why it does that, but it's a fancy thing. So here is the Dragonborn. When you cast your breath, you will have a saving throw and half damage if they succeed, and then here's the damage. So you got that ready to go. So there, that's all set. Damage resistance. Okay. Damage resistance. Dragonborn damage resistance. Okay, here's another Dragonborn. We'll just drag it right in there. Should make it Dragonborn. Now I like to clean this up by just doing that, and then that's an effect. You put it right on your character. Boom. And oh, my bad. I need to erase that. This is. I'm glad I chose this. This is a great example. So it's you can resist the type of damage associated with your ancestry. So, and again, I missed it here. You'd have to edit that as well. So let's just say this should be 2d6, and we'll call it cold, right? Just whatever Dragonborn he is. And then here we'll do the same thing. Resist cold. So you got to make sure, because it could be different. It could be like, many different types of damages. So now when I do the resist cold, it's there. So now it's there. Okay. So good. So you can see how this quickly helps to animate. Oh, and then here, this is where. So I guess I chose white. So there you go. All right, now spellcasting. What I like to do is, he's a wizard, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go to level 0. I'm going to go to wizard, and that'll give me the cantrips for the wizards. Now you can, if you know which ones you want, you can just go right to them, but this will give me, so I'm going to do, and here, I'm going to go to, so you see there's 2 entries for each one. That's because I have the player's handbook and my own coding packages. So I'm just going to switch to my own coding spells. And acid splash 60 feet, that's always fun. So there that is. And firebolt, right? You got to have firebolt. So there you go. And you might get more cantrips than 2 for whatever reason, but those are just 2 examples. And so the codes are there. I mean, here's the if you don't see a number, just open this. Open the there, now it's 3. Sometimes it doesn't lock into what your stats are. You just have to open it one time. Now it'll always be there now. So range +3, 1d10 fire. Acid splash is DC 11 and 1d6 acid. So there you go. And then I would just go down here and change the 0 to 1, and then pick first level spells. I can throw a couple in there as an example. Magic missile, and just hit the button 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. 1d4 + 1. And what's another one? Sleep. So sleep. Now you'll see a token here. This is that's a little extra thing. I'm not talking about this in this video, but that's Diablo Bob's Critically Awesome Essentials. Makes it so you have tokens and you can target people and do a bunch of fun, fancy stuff. Not that's what the equal sign there means. This is all covered in the instructions, so I don't want to get too deep in the woods. I don't want to confuse anybody, but if you have the coding packages but you don't have that, you won't see this line here. You'll just see the unconscious line. But anyway, that's an example of how to build those. And I didn't want to spend too much time. I wanted this to be a quick video. So I'm just going to really quickly show you the inventory portion of it, and then we'll be done with the video. So let's do that. The background and class equipment bundles allows you to build your inventory in 2 quick steps. So if I go to parcels here, which this will all be populated if you have that one open. And what did I say? He was a gladiator wizard, right? Gladiator wizard. So let's go to gladiator, which is right here. Go to inventory. Just grab the background equipment gladiator, drag it over and drop it, and it gives you all the things for the gladiator and the gold. It's all there. Same thing with the wizard. So you go down to wizard class, It's the last one on the list. You grab it, drag it over, and everything for the wizard. Boom! Your inventory's built literally in like 5 seconds. What this does too is it gives you the default equipment for the class. Now, if there's a choice, say for example, you get a great sword or a broadsword, it'll give you the first choice, and then if you don't like that, you can then go delete that one and replace it with the one you want. But this obviously is a quick way to build your inventory because it just took me a matter of seconds to do that. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget, I'll put the links in the description below for the DM's Guild items that you need to do this. And also, please come to our Discord server. That link will also be below. And we've got about 2,200 people there. So we're worldwide. We've got, Europeans, we've got Australians, we've got everybody from everywhere there to talk to you and help you. So just come by anytime to the Discord 24/7 and engage with us. And until then, I hope everybody has a great day and good gaming, everyone.